Say, when I'm out golfing for 5 hours, am I putting this in my beer, or am I just like, I do have two separate drinks?
I don't want to be a product of my environment. I want my environment to be a product of me.
Prestige Living Podcast. So with that, who do you want to be?
All right. Hello, welcome to Prestige Living, your direct news feed from the mouths of those making it happen in Orange County. Your young, ambitious, self-made entrepreneurs sharing their story with you. I'm your host, Jay O'Brien, here with your co-host, Jordan Wilson.
Hey.
And today we have the pleasure of interviewing a highly respected dermatologist and surgeon based out of Laguna Beach who has developed an extremely innovative product created to protect your skin from the sun. It's not your traditional lotion or spray. In fact, it's a drink that combines 30-plus vitamins, nutrients, and antioxidants to protect against the sun's harmful UV rays. It's called UVO and is currently distributed throughout various locations in Orange County. In about a week, it'll hit Amazon. And here to tell the story, the man, the myth, the legend, please welcome Dr. Bobby Awadalla. Bobby, welcome to the show.
Thank you guys. It's exciting to be here.
Thanks for being here. So you're a dermatologist by trade, and then this product comes to be. So first and foremost, how long have you been doing the dermatology gig?
I've been practicing in Laguna for about almost 2 years now, but been training in dermatology for about 4 years before that. So I've been doing dermatology for a while, seeing patients and helping them with their skin conditions.
So how'd this idea come to be?
Well, it was frustrating seeing all these people come in and have all the sun damage and skin cancers, and you tell them how to protect themselves, and they'd come up with all these excuses about why they didn't want to use their sunscreen, and it gets in their eyes and it burns and it's sticky and it smells, and I forget. So it was really something that was infuriating because these people, despite having cancer and sun damage, would not use their sunscreen. And I just felt like there was an inherent problem with that application being topical. And I started looking into different ways or different things in the literature that was out there that we could do something else. And I actually found a lot of evidence for vitamins and antioxidants to support your own skin's ability to protect itself. And so I put them all together, put them in a synergistic formula, and came up with UVO.
Wow, that's awesome. So when did that come to be?
I've been working on it for a few years now. The original idea came to me, and it was a lot of time between researching and developing the product, and now finally coming to our launch that was a few months ago.
Wow, congratulations. So when you're launching this product, and I'm sure you had to test it, like, did you have a pretty big focus group or sample size to make sure that this stuff works?
So the problem with testing it was that you actually don't have the product, so you can't test it. So I based all my all the research. I got all the research together, and I just jumped. I did a leap of faith, and I said, with all this research, putting all these things together, it's gonna work. So we actually couldn't test the product until after we made it. So we made it, and then we started our clinical trials.
Okay, so yeah, tell me about the clinical trials. How does that work?
So there's a special UV machine, and it hits. You put it on the skin, and it gives you a certain dosage of UV light, and it gives you 10 of them. And from those doses, you see which dose causes redness. So you do that before you drink UVO, and then you get a baseline reading. So it could be 10. So 10 joules of light will create sunburn. Then you drink UVO, and then you test every hour after and see what that number becomes. And so an hour later, your number actually increases, and our initial numbers is about 60 to 80%.
Wow. Okay, so for the people who don't know how UV rays negatively impact the skin and whatnot, we saw this video that you have on your website that kind of goes into detail. Can you try and describe that the best you can?
So if you think of a UV ray like a sword going through your body, so a sword going through your chest, for example, would go through skin and bone and heart and lung. Much the same way, a UV ray goes through the skin and starts cutting through things. So it doesn't just fall onto a dead piece of skin. It's a living organism. So what happens is the UV rays go through and start hitting DNA, damaging it, collagen, damaging it, cell membranes get damaged, and then your body has to clean all that up. It's it has special proteins and enzymes that go to the DNA and repair it. There's other ones that go to the collagen to repair it. There's other ones that go to the cell membrane and try to fix it. And you have this built-in system in your body to deal with it. UV rays have been around since before we were. So our bodies have the mechanisms to fight it, but they get overwhelmed. The sun will always win if you give it enough time. So what UVO does is it supports every step of the way. It has pigments in it, natural pigments from vegetables that absorb UV rays like beta carotene, lutein, and lycopene. It has other vitamins that support DNA repair and protection. Has other vitamins that do that for collagen. Has anti-inflammatories. So what happens if you get enough damage, the body sends all the inflammatory cells in and causes redness, which is what we know as burn. And so we have anti-inflammatories that stop that process because it in itself creates more damage. We also have a lot of antioxidants, which is another thing that UV rays create, is free radicals. So you want to quench those free radicals with antioxidants.
Okay, so if we're going to the beach over the weekend and we're there for like 8 hours, what's the deal? Do I have to like down one of these drinks and then lay out and then do it again in an hour and another hour? How does it work? Like, how long does it last? And should I be drinking it all at once, or do I sip on it throughout the day?
Well, Jay, you shouldn't be laying out anyway. I know you look very, very nice with a golden brown tan, but
that's just my Iraqi skin.
But in all honesty, tanning is actually, even just getting a tan is a sign of damage. You cannot get a tan without activating the UV damage signal in your body. That's what the tan is. It's like, holy smokes, we got UV radiation. We got to deal with it. Get more pigment up. So a tan is already a bad deal. But if you wanted to tan,
you're just breaking all the hearts of all the Orange County,
what I meant to say was when I'm out golfing. That's what I meant to say. When I'm out golfing for 5 hours, am I putting this in my beer, or am I just like, do I have two separate drinks?
Is it a chaser?
Yeah. Is it a chaser? Does it get mixed with vodka? I don't know.
So it's actually really good with vodka. We've coined it. It's the U vodka.
Ah,
good. Okay.
And it goes well with tequila too. The Uvorita.
Hey, I like that.
I like this. Okay, what's the O for in the UVO?
It kind of started out as some sort of UV water, and transformed from UV water to UV H2O to UVO, so that's how the name came about. And it was kind of a long, drawn out process. Naming was really, really hard, but I think it came out cool. UVO.
It's catchy.
So let's get back to Jay's question about,
how do you
the timing? Yeah, when he's golfing in air quotes. What's the timing of drinking?
So the way we recommend using it is you drink it 15 to 30 minutes before you're going to get out there, and then it gives you, from our initial studies, 3 to 5 hours of protection depending on your skin type, and it'll keep you covered during that time, and you won't burn. We never recommend, as a dermatologist, I can never recommend just using one form of sun protection. So just wearing a hat is not good enough. Just putting on sunscreen is not good enough. We recommend more than one form of sun protection. So it'd be wise to drink a UVO and then also use your sunscreen or wear a hat. But if you forgot one of the other methods, this would keep you protected.
Okay.
So do you have a partner in developing this product, or was it a solo show?
I started developing this. I spent a lot of time working on the research and development that I told you, and I was doing it all by myself. I got graphics people involved and flavor houses involved, and put it all together. And as we kind of got busier and busier, I brought on a partner of mine that's taking care of operations. His name is Johnny Giacominakis. And he's been a world of help. He's on top of it. Awesome. He's just taking care of daily operations while I'm at work, doing my dermatology thing. And he's kick-ass.
Wow, okay. So are there different flavors to this drink? How does it taste?
It tastes amazing. It's a orange peach creamsicle type of flavor. It's very, very good. It's only one flavor at this time, and the reason why is because we're going after functionality. And I think it's important that we focus on the functionality of the drink. It's not a drink, it's not a beverage that you drink to taste good. This is a functionality drink, and despite that, it tastes amazing. I mean, people love the taste. They're addicted. People are addicted to the taste. They say, I just wake up and I want my vitamin fix in the morning, and I drink a UVO every day.
So what's the price point on it? Like, would someone want to drink one of these every single day?
If you drink this every day, actually has even more benefits. So if you drink it once, you get the 3 to 5 hours of sun protection. If you drink it daily, the protective and repair mechanisms in the vitamins actually help reverse some of the damage in the skin. And not only that, you get buildup of certain vitamins that take weeks to build up. And as those get built up, you actually get more long-term protection because it takes a long time for them to go away as well. So they go in there and they're hanging out and they stay in the skin. So you can get kind of round-the-clock protection with long-term use. The price points that we're at right now is about $5 to $6 at retail.
Okay. So when it's on Amazon, will you be buying them as a consumer, will you be buying it per drink or like 12-pack, 6-pack?
It'll be 12 packs.
Okay.
Yeah. It will ship in that 12-pack, and it will be free shipping for Amazon users.
Love that. Okay, so I'm always super interested with any type of product launch. We deal with the service industry, so it's a little bit different because there's not tangibles. When you have an idea for a product, you have to find someone to create it. You probably had to patent it, I'm imagining.
We did. We do have a patent process right now. It's complicated with vitamins to get a patent, but I think if all goes well, we should be able to secure one.
Okay, and then what about investors? Do you have any investors? Is this self-funded?
Yeah, this is draining my bank account big time.
Okay, so I like that because we talk about this a lot on the show, but for anyone who's getting into business on their own, any business, there's an element of betting on yourself, where you kind of have to take that leap of faith, so to speak, and if shit doesn't work out, that's on you, right? So I always find it fascinating when people are putting in their own money because, you always hear people all the time will say this. I mean, I get it all the time, like whether it be messages on Facebook or emails or phone calls or whatever, people who want you to invest in something.
Oh, right.
And they say, hey, this thing is amazing, whether it's a product, service, whatever, an idea. This is amazing. You should invest in it. My very first question is, how much are you investing? And it's like, if you really believe in it, hopefully you're into it and you got some skin in the game and you're not just pawning off this thing on me, right? So the fact that you're all in, that speaks volumes.
Yeah, I'm all in. This is my baby, so we've started from nothing and developed it, and it gets bigger by leaps and bounds every day. It's unbelievable.
So tell me about this product launch. You said you just had it recently?
Yeah, we did a local Laguna Beach launch. We are in about a dozen stores in the area, and we really wanted to get out there and educate people because it's such a new product. People just don't understand it yet, and it's going to be a little bit of an educational component to get people on board. And what we've seen is when we were at the Laguna Beach Volleyball Open where we sponsored the tournament last weekend. And people's initial reaction is, what? No way. What is this? Is this a scam? And after talking to them for a few minutes, they just say like, wow, that's cool. A super vitamin drink that goes into your skin and creates a UV barrier, essentially, and stops UV damage. And they get it, and it clicks, and they try it. They love the taste, and they're like, I want some. Let them get it.
I was going to say that was my next question. How has the feedback been so far?
Oh, yeah, it's amazing. I mean, the flavor's great. I worked with one of the best flavor houses in America. They've won numerous awards year after year on their drink flavor profiles, and they just rocked it. It tastes great. It's fun. It's easy to do. You go out there. We did an event in Florida a few weeks ago, and we weren't sure how we were going to promote it. And we showed up to the event. It was a big pool party every day, all day. So we just said, you know what? Cabana. Let's get the cabana. And then they told us we had to buy a bottle of vodka. So we went with it. We bought a bottle of vodka and we said, hey, you know what? If you want to hang out in the cabana, you got to drink UVO and vodka. And it was a total hit. Everybody had a blast. Everybody was drinking UVO all day and nobody got burned. Everybody felt great and they were just having fun with it.
So you're going to do more of those across the country?
Yeah, actually,
Because if you need some help.
Yeah.
Yeah, they're actually quite fun.
vodka.
They're quite fun. I have to be careful, you know. I have to be managing everything and being on top of it. But it's a blast. It's not bad when you have girls blowing up UVO beach balls.
Oh yeah, this sounds amazing. So
That sentence went somewhere else.
yeah. I would imagine that people are naturally resistant to these because you see so many different new energy drinks or new immunity drinks or something. You know, the Monavi or Monavi that was out
Right.
a few years ago. I don't even know if that's still going on, but like, it feels like there's always something that's all natural, this and that. So like, you know, in the beginning, it's probably difficult because you get lost in the shuffle. But like you said, if you're able to explain it to someone, they can understand the logistics behind it. It's not just a feel-good, rah-rah drink. It actually makes perfect sense.
Right. If you look at the drinks out there today, I mean, there's a huge transition to going for healthy, natural drinks, and they're getting all sorts of stamps. And the reality is, I think we're becoming more health conscious. And as we do that, we are realizing that we want better products in our system. And a lot of companies have done that. But if you look at the quantities of the materials they use in most drinks, it's very minimal. It's fairy dust. You know, they'll put a little sprinkle of B vitamin and say, oh, B vitamin, it's great for you. And the difference, the UVO, the difference between a drink and UVO, which is actually supplement, is that it's clinical grade stuff. Everything in there is in quantities that was studied. And these quantities are high. I mean, it has more vitamins than your multivitamin. People stop taking their multivitamin when they drink UVO because they don't need it. It's got a super duper dose of vitamins, and it's healthy and it's good for you. Nobody else is doing that. In fact, I listed everything on there because I wanted people to see how much is going into this product. It's the way I like to think of it is it's a clinical grade pharmaceutical type of product in a fun wrap so people can have fun with it and use it. And at the end game of that is protecting your skin.
Right. I was going to say, and you know, you'll clearly be able to tell that if it's working because you're out in the sun and you're not getting burned. You know, whereas, you know, you're drinking one of those other drinks that you mentioned earlier. It's like, how do I know that that's even working?
Right, because it's like this impacts the chance that you're not going to get cancer long term or something. You can't measure that immediately.
Right.
But
it's like,
burning,
I was in
you
the
can
sun
tell.
and nothing happened, or, you know, I didn't get sunburned, so it must work.
Right. So being a dermatologist by trade, so you're doing that as your primary gig, and then you've developed this product that I could only imagine is taking up countless hours.
Yeah, it's great. I go to work as a doctor from 8 to 5. I come home, reboot, change my hats, and work from 6 to 1 in the morning. And then I do it again. It's amazing. Wow. But it's fun, you know? I get home from work and I'm like, okay, now let's go have some fun. Let's figure out how we're going to attack this, you know, next step. And it's cool. I like it. You know, I wouldn't be doing it if I didn't. I don't need it. This is not something that I needed to do. I mean, I do well as a dermatologist. Our schedules are full. I love doing that, and it's also equally fun, and it's great to interact with patients one-on-one. But this is my passion, you know, so I do that after hours and weekends.
So do you ever think that UVO, provided that this thing takes off and it gets distributed on maybe even a global level, that what's happening is when people purchase this, you're completing transactions in your sleep, more or less, right? So you're earning passive income. And in the dermatology business, it requires your man hours and your physical input. You know, you can't make money doing what you're doing unless you're there, right? I mean, of course, if you own the practice and whatnot, that's a different side. But doing the appointments and being the doctor requires your physical presence and hours, do you ever think that UVO will take over and you'll get to a point where you don't even do the dermatology stuff anymore?
So that's a good question. I think I'll always do dermatology. It may decrease in how much I'm doing, just because of time constraints. But the beauty of UVO is that it's perfect for my type of work. So as a dermatologist, the other thing that frustrated me and was always kind of in the back of my mind is you can only treat the people you see that day. So it's 30 people or 40 people, or some dermatologists see 50 people, which is it's a good amount of people, but you're always limited by that number. And so the way UVO works is, although I can only see 30 or 40 people a day or do 10 surgeries a day, UVO can be protecting people all day, every day. And when you say globally, every hour, because there's sun somewhere at all times. So it actually works perfectly. It's a product that can help people protect themselves from sun damage, and it can be mainstream and global and fun. It's a clinical product, but it's fun. It's easy to do. It's a drink, and it's great.
Have you started promoting it to your patients that come in and see you at the office?
Oh, yeah.
Okay, so there's no the line is you go over that.
Yeah, well, as a doctor, I have between me and my patients is a different relationship than to the mainstream public. So I can confide in my patients and tell them about certain things that I can't tell over the radio. And so that relationship is actually even more special. And I believe in this drink. And actually, I've told them to try it. Patients that have had really bad skin damage and pre-cancers and numerous cancers. And, off the record, they, after a week of doing it, they see that their skin is actually improving. So I've gotten great feedback from my patients too.
If Jordan and I wanted to buy this today, where would we go?
So if you can go, if you're local in the Orange County area, we have a list of stores that are on the website. It's drinkuvo.com, and it's a where to buy link. And we should be up in Amazon fairly shortly for everybody else. We are currently going through the motion of setting up distribution, and we hope to go local, regional, national.
So yeah, that was going to be my follow-up question, is that it's going to hit Amazon, which is obviously huge. Amazon is a great central hub for people to purchase just about anything, but it's very direct. I wouldn't be on Amazon and UVO would find me. I'm finding UVO, right? So do you have any plans for distribution in places like Costco or Vons or any of these local grocery stores or Whole Foods or anything like that?
Right. So yeah, exactly. So you get on Amazon, and then the people that are going to buy it are people that you've already reached out to, and it just makes it easy for them to buy. So that's setting up one sort of quote unquote distribution to get it to people. The other distribution that I was telling you about is the local. Our plan is to go local, which we are, and expand that regionally to nationally, and with those types of pharmacies, supermarkets, grocery stores, liquor stores, and get it kind of everywhere.
That's awesome. Yeah, I got to try this stuff. I got to try it quick.
You're looking a little red, dude.
I know. I'm looking super red right now. Okay.
We have some in the car. Somebody should go down and get it.
Yes.
Oh, we have some whiskey in the office.
Oh yeah, UVO and whiskey. I don't know. I think it has to be vodka.
UVO and Fireball?
Oh, you know what? There hasn't been an alcohol that we've tried it with that doesn't taste good.
Oh.
This is like the ultimate mixer. It's
a challenge.
fantastic. I say we pause and get that.
If you've got the ultimate problem, UVO is the ultimate solution. Okay, so are you on Instagram? Are you on Facebook? How can people find you?
Yeah, we are on both. It's Drink UVO on Facebook and Instagram. Hashtag Drink UVO at Drink UVO.
Okay, cool. So we're gonna share the link, and you'll see it on the site and on the description on iTunes. But that's drinkuvo.com. Okay, and Instagram, what was it again?
It's the same, Drink UVO.
Drink UVO. Okay, so yeah, that's it for me. You got anything, Jordan?
You've got those rapid fire questions.
We do have a couple.
Oh yeah,
rapid fire
we're
questions.
changing. Yeah, we're changing.
Okay,
changing
so these are a little off topic. So we ask every entrepreneur these questions because I feel that they're important, and I'm just very curious about them. But first and foremost, what does your morning routine look like? Like in the morning, do you have like a certain thing that you do? Do you meditate? Do you go to the gym? Do you wake up at a certain time? Or is it just like, dude, I'm up, I drink coffee, I go to work?
That's what it is. I get up,
Okay.
I drink a pound of coffee, shower, flip the hair around a little bit, and I'm out.
I mean, and you're working, what, like 16 hours a day now or something?
Yeah, it's crazy. My mind doesn't stop working. You know, I'm focused on my patients all day, solving problems, and you know, you need an answer. People walk in, they want an answer. They want to know what they have and how it's going to get fixed. And then you know, after work on the way home, talking to Johnny on the phone, coordinating what the night's going to look like, what we need to do, what we need to go over, and we take care of all the things that need to be taken all night, you know, all night, and then you just push repeat.
Are you going out sharing this drink like in nighttime venues, or are you like working in an office at night?
Oh no, this is out of an office. I'm not going out every night, and this is not like
You're not going to Tao in Vegas.
No. This is actually, you know, I joked about the vodka and this and that.
No, we weren't joking.
Yeah, but I mean, this is a real deal drink. You know, it's a super vitamin drink. It's a serious drink, but a fun drink, and we want people to be doing what they love to do, whether it's be out there golfing or playing volleyball. Hiking, biking, surfing, sailing. You know, there's a lot of people that are active lifestyle, and that's kind of who we're targeting because they're out there, whether you like it or not. They're going to be out there. They're addicted to what they're doing. They love what they're doing, and we're just trying to offer them a little bit more protection. You know, and if it spreads to the Tao beach goers and they're partying with it, great too. You know, I don't have a problem with that. But
and what was the? I mean, this is the first product you've ever launched, correct?
yeah.
Okay, so when you're coming up with something like this, I could imagine it's a little overwhelming because you got to come up with the flavor profile, you got to come up with the bottling, the graphic design of it all, the distribution. I mean, are you just figuring this out as you go? Was there like a book or a resource or something that you could recommend to people who are trying to figure out how to launch a product?
Oh no, there's the only way to do it is just to do it. So with medicine, it's real clear. You know, you have a science, you have a problem, you know, there's so many solutions for it, and you do what is recommended based on science and everything else. When it comes to UVO, it's completely the opposite story. No, there's no direction manual, there's no anything. You kind of, and especially when you create something that doesn't exist, there's no rules for you yet. You know, we're talking about, okay, what can we say or what can't we say, or you know, and nobody knows it because it's never been created. So you're kind of really pushing the envelope and doing things on your own. You're just figuring it out, and you make some mistakes and you bounce back and you roll with it. That's all you can do.
And how long have you been working on this so far?
I've been working on it for a few years.
Yeah.
From time I thought about it and popped into my head to current time, it's been a while. It's been years.
What about like the FDA or anything like that? Do you have to go through any of like the red tape or?
So, yeah, the FDA has rules for supplements, and we're a supplement. So as long as you fall into those guidelines, the FDA doesn't bother you. And we did, and we are, and I think that's good enough for them. That's what, yeah.
Cool, so we're going to try some right now.
Oh, yesterday was
You
a
good?
fun day. Yeah, you good, bro?
All right, so we're going to try this thing out. UVO, so I like the bottle. It's very phallic.
Oh, bro. Make sure you use both hands to hold it.
Do I have to shake it?
Yeah, you
Shake it up
hard.
good. There's a lot of vitamins in there. You got to
There's
get
30
them.
vitamins. I gotta
Shaking
shake
it.
up. I feel like a shake weight right here.
Ugh.
All right.
Hold on.
Cheers,
Let's do
guys.
this.
UVO.
I mean,
All right.
cheers.
Cheers. Oh yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Oh yeah. Oh baby.
Yeah,
This is good. I can taste the peach in it.
I was going to say, it tastes like, yeah, it tastes like better tasting, like, it just tastes like orange juice or like a with that peach. Yeah, it's good.
The peach is what makes it.
Oh yeah, baby.
So, without a doubt, I'm gonna go on Amazon next week. I'm gonna order a lot of this, and I'm going on vacation in San Diego. It's one of those vacations where you're out in the sun for an entire week, out by the pool. I will have a ton of this, and I will try it in a variety of different mixes, and I will report back to you.
Yeah,
It's all in the name of science.
I want to see a host of pictures with a UVO bottle doing different tricks.
Okay.
So,
Okay.
you know, so I know you're drinking it, but I also know you're having fun with it.
It's like the little garden gnome. You just put it in, in the spots. Like, oh, here I am on the pool. Here I am in the jacuzzi.
Hey, thanks for bringing it in. It's really good.
Yeah, thanks, man. It's
Okay. We're gonna promote the hell out of this.
Yeah, this is good.
Oh yeah, look at this. As a dermatologist, I hear all the reasons why people avoid sunscreen.
So yeah, this is the whole story. We put the story on the bottle. This graphics, this bottle design, was hours and hours over months of just tweaking and fixing, and it just looks great. I think.
Who did the artwork and who did the design for it?
My designer is top secret, but he's kick ass.
Who's top secret?
Never heard of that guy.
I don't know if I'm allowed to say that, to say who he is.
He doesn't want any more business?
I'm sure he does. I'm not sure if I'm allowed to say it though. Huh.
All right.
Well, thanks for bringing these in.
thanks for bringing this.
We can't give away all our secrets.
Anyway, we want to thank you so much for being on the show, Bobby. It was good having you, and we're gonna blast the shit out of this online so people can really check it out. Especially, it's just in time for summer, so once it hits Amazon, everyone's gonna have to stock up like it's Costco.
Perfect.
All right, so that's drinkuvo.com and drinkuvo on Instagram. It's Dr. Bobby Awadalla. Again, thank you so much for being on the show, Bobby.
Thanks a lot.
Appreciate it, man.
Thank you. It was my pleasure.
If you would like to be on the Prestige Living Podcast or know someone that would be a great guest, go to www.prestigelivingpodcast.com. We'd love to hear your story.
As a reminder to all of our listeners, RE/MAX Prestige services all of Orange County for tenants, buyers, and sellers looking for VIP service, zero pressure, and optimal results. Whether you're looking for your first condo at $150,000 or selling your $5 million luxury home, we are your solution. This week's testimonial comes from Carl and Debbie Kortismaki, who write, "We are so grateful to have found our realtor, RE/MAX Prestige. He really helped us out of a bad situation so fast, and we were so impressed with how reliable, dedicated, and knowledgeable he was about his work when we talked to him. He has made our dreams that we thought would never happen come true in 2 months, and we want to thank him so much. We want to let everyone know if you want a hardworking, very knowledgeable, honest, and extremely dedicated person in the real estate field, call RE/MAX Prestige. Thank you for making our family's dreams come true." So there you have it, another example of our core philosophy representing our clients' best interests at all times. Like us on Facebook by searching RE/MAX Prestige, and feel free to reach us online at prestigelivingpodcast.com.